Hello students, we were going to initiate a new chapter, respiration and organism. All living things need energy to live. Respiration is the process of using oxygen to break down food to release energy, carbon dioxide and water. In human being, the process of respiration involves breathing, gaseous exchange and cellular respiration. So these we are going to discuss brief. Each cell of an organism performs function like nutrition, transport, excretion and reproduction. For this purpose, it needs energy. Our food is stored energy which is released during respiration process. All living things respire. Respiration is a process that includes breathing, the movement of air in and out, that is, the exchange of gases in and out in our body, and vice versa is known as breathing. For example, animals such as earthworm breathe through their skin, fishes use gills for breathing, and plants exchanges gases through tiny pores called stomata, which are present mainly on the surface of leaves. So here the respiratory organ has skin, gills, stomata. Breathing is a process during which we breathe in air having oxygen and we breathe out air rich in carbon dioxide. Breathing is a continuous process in which humans breathe in and breathe out air from the body. It is an involuntary action controlled by the brain. Breathing consists of two phases: inhalation, the process of taking in air, and exhalation, the process of giving out air. The air rich in oxygen is transported to all parts of the body and ultimately to each cell. This oxygen is utilized by the cell for respiration. The process of breakdown of food in the cell of an organism with the release of energy is called cellular respiration, where the respiration process taken place inside the cell. So we will call that as a cellular respiration. Why do we respire? We respire to get energy from food. Food contains stored energy. When we respire, the food is broken down into the cells of our body with the help of oxygen and energy is released. Respiration. Please make a note of this definition. It is the process by which food is converted as glucose, is broken down in the cell of the body with the help of oxygen to release energy. Since respiration takes place in the cells of the body, it is called cellular respiration. So here you can see the equation: glucose plus oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So when we consume the food is broken down as into the simple molecules, okay, the complex molecule into the simpler molecules to gain energy. Types of respiration. On the basis of the presence or absence of oxygen, respiration are classified into two types. So whether the presence of oxygen or the absence of oxygen taken place inside the organism, so we will classify that as into two types. First, we will discuss about aerobic respiration. So the two types of respiration are aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic is a purely form of oxygen and anaerobic absence of oxygen. Aerobic respiration. When the breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. While breaking down of the glucose, we need use of oxygen. When this process occurs, so this respiration is called as aerobic respiration. During aerobic respiration, glucose is completely broken down into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. Aerobic respiration takes place in mitochondria. So mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell where stores all the energy molecules. It can be shown by the following equation. Glucose plus oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Aerobic respiration is seen in most of the organisms such as human, dog, cat, lion, elephant, cow, buffalo, goats, snakes, earthworm, frog, fishes, etc. So these are all about aerobic respiration. So next we move on with anaerobic respiration. When a breakdown of glucose takes place without using oxygen, it is called anaerobic respiration. So there is a lack of oxygen while the digestion process when they are breaking the glucose. The glucose is not completely broken down into carbon dioxide and water. An intermediate compound is formed with the release of less amount of energy during this process. So let us study with this equation. Glucose plus no oxygen plus no air, it gives alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. So here the byproduct will be the alcohol. Yeast such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae and certain bacteria carry out anaerobic respiration. So yeast will be the example for anaerobic respiration. These organisms that carry out respiration in the absence of oxygen are called anaerobes. Okay, the organism which carry over this anaerobic respiration is called anaerobes. Yeast is a single-celled organism during anaerobic respiration, also called the fermentation. So where the process occur fermentation. Yeast produce ethanol or alcohol as a byproduct which is used in making wine and beer. The carbon dioxide produced by yeast is used in the bread making industry too. The carbon dioxide gas released during this process causes the bread dough to rise. Difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So what will be the differences? In aerobic respiration, the oxygen is necessary. In anaerobic, oxygen not necessary. Occurs in mitochondria. Aerobic respiration occurs in mitochondria. Anaerobic respiration occurs in cytoplasm. Large amount of ATP is made with the help of aerobic respiration. Small amount of ATP made with the help of anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, total breakdown of glucose. In anaerobic, only the partial breakdown of glucose. Aerobic respiration, the end product will be carbon dioxide and water. In anaerobic, the end product will be carbon dioxide and lactic acid or alcohol. Thank you, students.